What's up, YouTube land? It's your boys, the Super Brosman Bros, back with some Wario Land 3.
We gotta make a return to Score Hero soon.
I know. I've said this many times, but I miss the quarantine or the lockdown or whatever.
Yeah, it was like
we got to do LPs so much. It was so... I'm gonna use the word because it actually was. It was so based. And I long for that now. Because now I have to, like, do a bunch of work and stuff. What the crap's that?
Yeah, and I didn't have to work for, like, 2 solid months in a row, although my income was also $0 other than unemployment stuff.
Rip!
So it's been a little while for us since we did Wario Land. We took a 3-week break, and then I also did another game the 4th week, so it's been a month.
My god.
I haven't been able to practice because I keep forgetting my stupid USB stick at Spencer's house, so we'll see how this goes. My notes... I remember writing more concise notes because the stages get more complicated, so should be fine, but this might be a short part just depending. Alright.
Speaking of notes, what was up with that coin note? Have we seen those yet?
What coin note?
You just missed it in the other room. It's like a big coin.
And
it had a music note on it?
Yeah. You don't have to worry about them until, like, literally the end of the game.
Okay.
So there's 8 of them per stage. And it does not count as, like, a permanent collectible. You have to collect all 8 in one go. So it's basically the last thing you do in the entire game, because oftentimes you have to do, like, every challenge in the game, which, like, if a stage has, like, 2 or... Some stages even have, like, 3 bosses. You're gonna have to do every single boss and do, like, almost everything. Alright, let's play these guys.
Let me ask you this as someone who's played the game to completion. Does this game have the right amount of collectibles, or is it kind of like a Banjo-Tooie thing where it has too many collectibles?
I think it has a right amount. It just depends if you're fine with repeating stages, because every stage is used 4 times for 4 different chests. So it kind of depends if you like that or not, but for me, because there is the power-up mechanic, it is very fine with me. Oh, awesome.
Killer.
Everything's dead, so I just have to go.
Everything? Oh. Enemies don't come back as long as you're in the same room, right?
Yeah, as long as you don't exit into another area.
I'm going to have a question of the part, and this is going to be a pretty dividing question of the part. And I know Trevor's answer is he hates it, or he doesn't like it. What do you think about Yoo-Hoo, the drink? I don't hate it. I personally love it.
It's something that, like, I drank as a kid, and it definitely tastes like a drink for children. I don't mean that in, like a harsh way. It's just... It is what it is.
I don't know, it's so unique. It's not quite chocolate milk.
It's like artificial chocolate milk.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a health food guy, so I can deal with that.
Oh yeah, I'm not either. Just look at me.
Big rip.
This is something you don't see very often. This like snowball thing, and if you get to a hill, it makes you into a snowball.
Why did that not work?
I don't know. Maybe I have to jump. Wait. I don't think this is it. Oh, yeah, okay. I remember this now.
Oh, okay. So you just have to do it from here now?
Yeah, I think you just need to get big enough for it to break the blocks.
Oh.
Alright.
Oh, I see. You get a little bigger.
Yep.
So I was thinking earlier today, I was watching a video that was like, this guy called like Avalanche Reviews is doing this like series of videos that's like games that are like Resident Evil. I don't know if he calls them Resident Evil ripoffs or whatever. And it goes into to very popular games like Dino Crisis, and then like very not popular games, and even like some Resident Evil like clones that like people make and whatever. You know what game really, really needs a remake? Parasite Eve.
That'd be nice.
I think it's one of those games that would actually be not too tough to do.
Yeah, and it has some clout because character designs by Tetsuya Nomura, who's basically top dog at Square Enix at this point.
Yeah. And I don't know. I think that one would really translate pretty well to like a newer thing. And that's one that they could literally sell for $50 or $60, and I don't think people would complain too much. Because it's like kind of like an RPG. Parasite Eve 2 is one of those games I really want to give a fair chance. And I just never have.
It's very much... I played it a lot more. I never finished it yet, but it's very similar to, like, Dino Crisis 2, where it is a good game, but is a very different game.
Yeah.
And you can definitely see why it turned people off. I mean, I didn't appreciate Dino Crisis 2 until much, much later.
Right. Yeah, I don't mind when games stray a lot like that. You know, you don't always have to make the game the exact same way. Pokemon. By that I mean, I don't know if they make them all the same way, but that's what people want. They just, it seems like people, like, every time they do something different, they're like, my nostalgia. But I might be wrong there. I haven't played a Pokemon game since Gold. No, I haven't played a Pokemon game since Pokemon Channel. That's the best answer to anything ever. Hey man, what's the last Pokemon game you played? Oh, a little known one called Pokemon Channel. I'm here at the scene.
Is our entire Pokemon LP untouched, or did it get YouTubed?
I think it got YouTube, but then I kept like uploading it again or something.
I think you cut out like maybe the Pichu Bros
Yes,
part.
that's what I did. Yep.
Okay, I'm glad that's still up because I remember that one being a pretty good one.
Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me. Once in a while, we get copyright striked. Like for instance, Silent Hill Homecoming. The very first part was like copyright claim, and obviously we're not monetized, so I don't care. But that one was really specific. That one was like, don't you dare even put this up. And it like literally wouldn't even let me put it up. Normally it's just like copyright claim, and I don't say anything and people can still view it, you know?
Yeah.
But like that one was like, I just remember it being like, it literally cannot be seen.
Dude, this is so annoying. These stupid bears are in like the perfect place to be as annoying as possible. I'm gonna try to just reload the area.
The Pokemon Company is pretty hardcore.
They like money, did you know that?
Oh, I see you put Pichu and Pichu. Get that filth off YouTube unless you're gonna pay us, boy.
Just need to kill one real quick and then it's infinitely easier. Alright. Good old minigame. If it wasn't obvious, I didn't know where I was going for a little bit. But we're good. Oh man, this one's hard. Alright, I gotta do like perfect and no top spin or backspin. Nailed it? Nope.
Rip.
I don't even know what you do. Oh, okay.
But it's probably gonna be the third shot.
Yeah.
What?
This one, I don't know if I've ever seen this one before. This one's hardcore. Is that even enough? Okay, good.
Wow. You'll have a chance.
Yeah. Alright, God. Half?
I would say less than half.
Third?
I would say right at the start of the solid yellow.
Yeah.
That might work.
Nice!
Heck yeah. Heckin' yeah! Me when I see Wario Land 3. Heckin' Wario Land 3, no! That's me in real life, by the way.
Why is he a soy boy?
What? Wario?
Is he so bulk just from soy?
Yes, actually. So, when we order Chinese food, for no reason, just because I enjoy it, I've been getting tofu instead of, like, chicken with stuff. Does that mean I'm gonna start like in Marvel movies. And collecting Funko Pops. Oh god, I already have 4 of them!
You think that soy sauce, since it's fermented, it probably gets rid of the stuff.
Like estrogen
Yeah,
or whatever
estrogen.
it is. I obviously don't care. Hey, question to part number 2. Do you have the Guy Fieri Funko Pop? And if not, why not? Because I do. It's one of the 4 that I own.
What are the other 3?
Tom Brady, Inigo Montoya from Princess Bride, which is like my favorite movie, and the Joker from Suicide Squad.
The best Joker.
The literal damaged one.
Did you watch the Snyder Cut?
It's so good.
I just... The post-credits scene where the time skip happens and Jared Leto shows up, it's so weird.
Yeah, that I didn't like that part as much, but dude, I loved it. I really, really did.
Yeah, I think it's, I mean, in terms of Snyderverse, it's probably the best thing he's ever made, but that's not saying too much.
True.
Because I don't know about you, but, I tried to watch Man of Steel. I think I got mostly through it, like 80% through it. But it got to a point where, like, I legitimately had a headache, and I was just like, I cannot believe this is happening. This movie exists.
I know, I'm going to tell you the honest truth. I only watch the finest of Cape Kino. And that's really all I watch.
Yeah, Cape movies are Kino.
Hey, come on.
Who's the guy who, like, really hates Marvel movies that's famous? Is that Martin Scorsese?
I honestly don't know.
Okay.
I mean...
I remember he, like, said that he doesn't even think Marvel movies are movies.
That would be based, because Martin Scorsese rules. And, like, every movie he's made has been incredible. And besides Christopher Nolan, the guy who made Dark Knight and Inception, he's, like, definitely the best living director.
Do you really hold Christopher Nolan in that high regard?
I think his stuff is great. The only movie I've seen of his that I didn't like is Dunkirk. And I know what he was going for, because it was a movie about, like, the situation rather than the characters, but my god, was it boring. So, and I get, it's like one of those pieces of art that you're like, I see what he was doing, I get it. And then you're just like, it's not fun to watch.
I think his movies are, like, good, but they're also loud and obnoxious.
Well, I like loud and obnoxious. No, but like I said, like, pretty much everything I've seen of his, I'm just like, man, it's really good.
Inception.
I watched that again recently, and it held up pretty well, actually.
Yeah, the movie's not bad. It's just, I wish it didn't popularize some stuff.
But I will say Scorsese is the best. I mean, he literally made Goodfellas. And then he made Wolf of Wall Street, and then he made Shutter Island, maybe not in that order. My favorite actor is probably Robert De Niro, because everything he's in, I'm just like, this is Kino. And I don't care that he's always the same guy, and I don't care that all mafia movies are kind of the same thing. I don't care.
It's a good formula. If you watch a bunch of mafia movies in a row, you're like, it gets overwhelming, but it's good.
I will say, this is Alex Swingle. Feel free to say otherwise. He's been commenting on our stuff again. He's back, baby. Anyway, I finished Sopranos, and it's easily my favorite show of all time. Like, I don't know why I didn't watch it back in the day. I have no excuse.
Do you like it better than Breaking Bad?
I would say yes.
Okay, but Breaking Bad's probably like number 2.
If we're talking, like, if we don't count comedies,
yeah,
like Seinfeld and
like
stuff.
Like dramas.
Yeah. Probably. I would say probably number 2. The thing is, like...
Talk about favorite actors, what's his face?
Yeah, Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, he's really, really good. You have to get kind of away from, he's not Malcolm's dad anymore.
Yeah, I know. And
that was like he's amazing.
That was like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit? It's really obvious that without Sopranos, Breaking Bad wouldn't exist. Like, just watching it. And that doesn't necessarily mean one's better than the other, but I, like, wanted to start Sopranos again instantly, and I was like, I can't do that. Like, I can't be that guy who's just like, I'm gonna start instantly. Ooh.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to use the vampire to go up, but I have to break some blocks first.
And for all you punks out there, we're gonna say otherwise, the ending of Sopranos was perfection. Like, I knew something was coming, like, I heard about it, that, like, people were really, like, mad about it. And then I watched it, and I was like, how could you be mad at that? It was amazing. And it's like, how do you end an amazing show like that?
I haven't watched this, so don't spoil it.
Nope. You gotta watch it. It's just so good.
Yeah, maybe that'll be my next long-term project.
My favorite, it has one of my favorite characters of all time. First of all, Tony is, like, the most 3D rounded character of all time. Like, every episode you're like, man, I want to like him so much. And then he does something and you're like, dang it. But then he does something else and it's like Walt from Breaking Bad, you know, Walter. It's the same thing where you're like, man, I want to like this guy. And then you're like, oh, yeah. But then you're like, oh, I like this guy. But it has my favorite character of all time,
Okay, good. Dude, my notes were just like, swim to bottom, vampire up path, and then it ends. And I'm just like, where's the chest?
When I write my own notes, I try to be, like, as specific as possible, because I know I'm going to be dumb.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's Paulie, the guy with, like, the white hair on the side. He's in all these memes, and he always holds up his fingers like, almost like a peace sign, or a rock-on sign.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love him so much. He, like, never understands anything, and he's just, like, the old guy that, like, everything that happens, he's like, Tom, I don't understand. And he's like, The only thing that makes me sad about Sopranos is Tony is literally dead IRL. And that's not cool.
How old is Sopranos? The show?
It ended in 2007.
Okay, so I thought it was like 90s or something.
He passed in like 2013 or something. He was only like 50 or something like that.
Was he like fat?
I mean, was he morbidly obese? No. Okay. Could he have stood to lose weight? Yeah.
He was probably more just like alcohol and drugs.
He went no.
Really?
No, he was on a vacation with his family in, like, Italy or somewhere in Europe. And it was a really hot day, and they were going sightseeing, and he just had a heart attack. And it's like, man. That sucks. And it makes me sad. Because I heard he was a pretty cool guy, IRL.
Nice. Yeah, most actors are pieces of crap in real life.
Like, I love like, almost every movie Leonardo DiCaprio does, but if I saw him in the street, I wouldn't be like, hey!
Yeah, he definitely, from interviews I saw, he definitely thinks he's, like, above people.
Da-da-da-da-da-da!
Okay.
Ba-ba-ba. Bum-ba-da-ba-bum.
What would you do if this happened to you?
It reminds me of something on The Simpsons. No, South Park, when Mr. Mackey unties his tie in, like, a really early episode, and then his head, like...
Oh, yeah!
becomes, like, smaller and stuff. And I think it's the one where he actually does drugs, and he's like, hey, kids, stay out of trouble, okay? And his, like, head is floating by. Dude, like, season 1 through 3 of South Park is, like, a weird fever dream. Like, it's just so weird.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not the best.
South Park in general is just a fever dream.
Yeah.
But especially early seasons.
Yeah. Dude, the early ones. Like, literally one of the episodes in season 1 is where they try to get a pig and an elephant to mate. Like, what? Who comes up with that? It's crazy.
Oh yeah, this one. This one's really weird. So you're getting chased by this, Oh, wrong one.
I watched a video today on, Silent Hill, HD collection, and it was, like, pretty comprehensive. It wasn't just, like, it bad, you know?
Yeah.
How YouTube can be.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, obviously they probably...
This reminds me of Mega Man X!
Yeah. And whenever he catches you, it just throws you out. But all your progress is saved.
Oh, that's...
So I don't know if it's actually possible to do it on the first run. I'm sure it is, but it's hard.
But anyway, what I was saying was Silent Hill HD Collection, and I really enjoyed like hearing about the specifics. And the guy was like pretty cool about being like, hey, some of this is like not objective and some is objective. So like the messing with the graphics and not being able to do any of like the fog effects is objective. And then he was like, I don't like the new voice actors. And I didn't know that James from Silent Hill 2 was literally done by, like, the guy who does Joel in Last of Us. I forget his name, but he's, like, in a million things.
Troy Baker?
Yeah, Troy Baker. He did James, but the thing is, it sounds like Joel. And when you hear it, you're like, this doesn't... I understand it, you, like, if you're going to redo it, you don't have to get, like, the exact same, like, person or whatever.
So the HD collection is Troy Baker.
I'm sorry, HD collection is Troy Baker, yeah.
I was about to say, like, holy crap.
That would be crazy. But,
Alright,
what was I gonna say? He does it in, like, the Joel voice, so it's, like, really weird. It's like, I'm looking for Mary. And it's like, it doesn't fit, you know? Like, maybe there's some of that, like, knowing what he actually sounds like, but I feel like it doesn't fit. Although the guy had a good point. The woman who does Maria/Mary, like, has a naturally deeper voice. So I think he, like, hypothesized that, like, Troy Baker made the voice a little, like, deeper, kind of purposefully. Oh, you gotta get thrown out?
I guess so. I'm not sure. Alright, so apparently just go down this pipe? Okay. I don't know what that chase did. Did I get a key? Okay, I did. I wasn't paying attention at all. Alright, I remember this.
Anyway, talk about a... Is this a boss?
Yeah, this is the boss.
Nice.
This boss I remember being a little rough. So, in the interest of time, I'm going to do a save state. Hey, can you... What are you doing? Oh, okay.
Oh, it's like, the first boss in Link's Awakening.
Yeah.
You have to land on him?
I think I just have to... Yeah, I jump off and then ground pound his head.
Ah.
And, ooh. This is one where you can actually get hit and not instantly die, so that's
nice.
pretty cool. Alright, this one I remember he goes around in circles. Oh, God. Oop. How did that not count? Nice. Cool.
How fast would you die if Wario literally just jumped and, like, put his entire weight on his butt on you?
Dude, even though he's probably, like, 4 feet tall in real life, he is, like, built like a tank. And not only is he fat, but he's obviously extremely muscular. So he probably still weighs, like, 200 pounds. You just get BTFO.
He's what we call an absolute unit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of enjoy hearing about video game stories that just kind of went wrong. And I never knew the guy who headed it, for obviously it wasn't done by Konami, it was like outsourced to something. Was like, has like a lot of hubris and stuff, and he was like, when he was like starting it, he was like, no one is a bigger fan of Silent Hill than me. And then he like decided to change a bunch of stuff.
Did they go into, I don't know if this was just like a rumor or anything, but did Konami, like, provide him with, like, a beta version of Silent Hill 2?
See, I heard that before. He didn't mention it in the video, which I was kind of waiting for, but maybe it is just, like, kind of a rumor. I heard about the whole source code being lost and all that. And honestly, I don't know.
If he didn't go into it, it's probably not right, then. Because there's just...
I definitely heard about that before you said anything.
There's bizarre things in that. Like, they changed the sign of Silent Hill to Comic Sans, and it's like, why would they... Who in their right mind would do that?
It doesn't even make any sense. Like, what, is it a joke? Like, in a Silent Hill game? It's not even like an Easter egg, you know? Like, if you want to do that, change the dog ending to be in, like, Comic Sans. You know what I mean? Something like that. Yeah, I saw that, and I'm like, man... They might as well did Windings or something like that.
Yeah, it's like the only person that would want to do that is someone that hates the source material, not someone who's the biggest fan. Okay, so...
Oh, you have to become the fire. Rip.
Gotta figure out... Did I start being on fire on the left or right? Do you remember? Okay. Oh, okay. I got this.
Yeah, I'm such a big Silent Hill fan that I literally would be like, no thank you. You know, if they were like, hey, can you do this HD remake of these 2 games everyone loves? I'd be like, no. You know? Like, or I'd be like, can I have some of the original team? And they'd be like, no. I'd be like, no.
I mean, the whole reason that they're outsourcing this is because they have long left Konami.
Yeah. Can I hire some of the original team? No. Okay. What do you have to do there?
Some stuff. We'll get to it later. This is... West Crater is one that you do a lot later. But I have to find some hidden blocks that my notes do not go into at all.
Rip. Not a fan of hidden blocks. Especially ones you, like, need. What is this music? What is happening?
Yeah, they used this track for another stage, I believe, and it's odd. Oh, there we go.
This is like Resident Evil 1 Greatest Hits Director Cut level.
Oh man, I can't wait until we get the upgraded ground pound.
Does it just go the whole way through?
It just cuts through these blocks like butter. It's awesome.
What is happening here, Wario?
Yeah, I think I mentioned the last part, but I'm not a huge fan of like completely hidden blocks. You can definitely tell that this the same team that made this would go on to make Metroid Fusion, and I think they worked on another Metroid. It might have just been Metroid 2 for the Game Boy, so you can definitely see the inspiration, but it's not good inspiration.
Bop, 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 bop.
Gotta become a ball.
No!
Alright, I think that's all I do, hopefully. Yeah, buddy.
I'm a ball! That's a big yeet for me. Oh, thank God that level's over. That,
You can turn it down if you want.
No, that's fine. That reminds me of, like I said, I mentioned the Resident Evil. Everyone who's still listening, go and listen to, you have to specifically look up Resident Evil 1 DualShock version. It's the greatest hits version of Resident Evil.
Dude, who hasn't heard that at this point? But I guess some people have.
I'm sure some people.
We're gonna take a small intermission. See you later, lads.